We are one of revolution.
You can't tell what folks welcome to this night.
Do you think that's again the way Baba the Supreme Court?
You listen to the Chief Justice. Every authority, the government should abide by the rule of the Supreme Court, including the president and the Senate.
Do you see the president taking the speaker, Morocan and other associates from Richard Cool?
The president law about the citizen. I'll show you about the rule.
So
thank you. You will listen to the ruling. I can't.
Representative Senator Deno, welcome to the media.
Welcome to the media, Senator Deno.
All of y'all wait for the court ruling. Y'all carry carpet. Hey, please. Y'all wait, get a court ruling for yourself. It can be clear.
When you were seated in the chamber,
yes, I was there. The Senate will act in keeping with the ruling of the court.
What was that ruling?
In keeping with the ruling of the court. The Senate will take official copy of the ruling.
It said you didn't understand the hearing today.
If you listen, that would be a big one.
The court said the justice minister view on their ruling is irrelevant. Can you speak to that?
No.
In the Senate,
why is there own perspective for the ruling to come about the law?
The Supreme Court ruling is clear.
It's clear, very,
What
very
I
clear.
cover is the speaker.
The law must prevail, and today the Supreme Court has upheld its decision.
What's your message? What's your message to?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because I've never gone off track virus. I've always followed the laws, and today you can see the Supreme Court was clear as pure water that what Richard Coon and his colleagues did and are doing is very wrong.
What's the next step? What's the next step?
Your benefits and other things that are being withheld due to the fact that you being on suspension will be given immediately.
Oh yes, they have to be given immediately.
If not,
we have to use the code. The code is what we use to get our rights restored. So we use the code to get our benefits.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So folks, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. So that's it. The court, according to what we have gathered, has finalized the hearing and that of the ruling and the bill of information. And you listen to Senator Abraham Darius Dillon. He make it clear that the Supreme Court is saying the embattled speaker is the legitimate speaker and he's the speaker of the House of Representatives, and so the senators going to respect and abide by the Supreme Court ruling today. So folks, this is Cool TV. We are live here on the grounds of the Capitol. We are live here on the grounds of the Capitol, and folks, this is the ground of the Temple of Justice. But during the hearing, they could also make it clear, the fourth bench also make it clear that the issue that has to do with the interpretation from the Minister of Justice was irrelevant. And so today, lawmakers and legal lawyers have also come to interpret, to hear the ruling from the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court mandate is implemented. We should stop the disruptive interference in the activities of the House of Representatives. So the Supreme Court has ruled that any sitting of the majority bloc without the speaker is unconstitutional. So it's as clear as that.
At some point during this whole saga, you took a position. You had a press conference where you said, in fact, you will resist any arrest of Speaker Kofa or some members of the majority black. Given where we are now, what is going to be the CDC's next course of action?
So we call on the government to do the right thing, adhere to the ruling of the court. Do not interfere. For instance, we saw the government deploying the police, and the police were assaulting certain lawmakers of the House of Representatives, which was very, very unprecedented and very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. So we call on the government to encourage their lawmakers. The Unity Party should encourage its lawmakers to adhere to the rule of law.
Adhere to the rule of law. What do you mean?
That is really is clear. They should go and sit under the gavel of the speaker, J. Funati Kofa. The rule is very, very clear.
Do you think it's possible, given how far we've come?
It's possible because that's the ruling. That is the law.
What if the majority black refuses to do so?
Well, again, it means the government is not interested in the rule of law. It's not interested in peace. It's not interested in the democracy of the country.
Okay, so then what will be your own next action
So we think the government will be trying to derail its own governance. And so it is incumbent upon the government to adhere to the ruling of the court. They should encourage the UP lawmakers to go and sit on the gavel of the elected speaker of the 55th National Legislature.
What about CDC lawmakers who you suspended? What can you say to them?
So we encourage them. I mean, these people were co-opted into this whole plot. No, they were co-opted. We encourage them to go sit under the legitimate speaker.
Honorable Thomas Fowler is part of those people who left, that whole call from the CDC to go under the gavel of Honorable Kofa. Now, will you be lifting the suspension of Thomas Fowler?
Well, so we encourage all CDC lawmakers to go and sit under the gavel of the elected speaker of the 55th National Legislature. That would be the beginning point of trying to have some reconsideration. So we encourage them to go back to the chamber, sit under, because Liberia is a country of laws. Whenever somebody is elected as a speaker, do not look at him as J. Funati Kofa. No, he is the speaker of the 55th National Legislature, and as such, he's the third man in command in the country.
A lot of people thought that you had a hand in what happened to Honorable Kofa, that the CDC was throwing the rock and hiding her hands.
No. So clearly we have remained consistent. We have indicated to the Liberian people that there was a Unity Party government plot to remove a speaker who is a member of the CDC, and they have failed. The rule of law has prevailed.
All right. Thank you very much for talking.
That is the chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change CDC, Councillor Anthony Njanga Cole. They are speaking, calling on the government of the Republic of Liberia and the members of the House of Legislature, especially those from the House of Representatives and the majority bloc, to adhere to the ruling from the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia. This is Kuwa TV. My name is Will Wilfred Dorsey on the grounds of the Temple of Justice, Central Monrovia.